How's everybody doing? Good? Welcome to our fifth year of Innovate. So thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate it. And it's great to see this video and how much we've grown over the last 5 years. I'm really excited about it. And to get us started on this 5-year theme, and to get us a little bit energized, we all have a plan for health, right? So everybody's gonna stand up. Come on, everybody out of your seats, It's early in the morning. I saw everybody drinking coffee. Is everybody up? Everybody's running, right? So to celebrate our 5 years, we thought we'd give those people a reward that were here with us the longest. So who's been here for all 5 years of All Innovate? Raise your hands. All right, you guys get to sit down. That's your reward. You get to sit down first. Who's been here for 4 years? 4 years, right? If you're sitting next to a senior administrator, help them count how many years they've been here. I'm just kidding. That was a joke at myself, too. It's all right. So 4 years. Go ahead. You guys get to sit down. 4 years. Who's been here for 3 years? 3 years. Raise your hands high. All right. So go ahead. You guys get to sit down. And so who's been here for 2 years? 2 years. Oh, a lot of folks. All right. You guys get to sit down if you've been here 2 years. And so you all that are standing is your first Innovate conference, and we welcome you here today. Right? So thank you for being here. And now we want you to sing the Carmen, Ohio. No, I'm just kidding. Go, please sit down. Thank you so much again for being here. I forgot to hit the clicker. Sorry. So we had a little contest this year, and we asked some folks to submit videos in 5 words or less that explains what Innovate means to them on our 5-year theme. Some of the submissions we got were interesting. Where's Byron and his magical cat? There. Sorry, Byron. It was a good try, good effort. But the winner is University of Northwestern Ohio. Where are those guys? Where are these guys at? Morgan, Craig, Rachel, and Lynn. In the back, making trouble all the way in the back. Go ahead, stand up. They're going to get some T-shirts. You get some free T-shirts from Steve back there. So thank you. And we're going to watch their video really quick. Short, quick. Thank you guys so much for submitting that video, and they were the winner. So I wanted to take some time this morning to go through and talk to you all what we've been up to for the last 12 months, and I say that in the best terms, all of us, because the initiatives we have wouldn't be possible without each and every one of you in this room. We work on these things collaboratively. We work on them as a team, and I think that's so important for some of the success that we've all had over the last couple of years. And we've built on the Innovate conference every year. 2 years ago, our keynote was Karen Cater, who we saw talking to us about digital learning. And Karen now has a new initiative called Digital Promise. And we went first forward and created our Digital First program and have been really successful. And last year, we had the ever-entertaining Reverend Jim Groom in here to talk to us about a domain of one's own. And we went forward this year in a great partnership with Arts and Sciences and created u.osu.edu, which has been really successful. And in a little bit, I'm going to introduce to our keynote speaker and how he's going to get us ready for the next 12 years. Or 12 years. Cable, really tough job, but 12 months, right? So again, we started u.osu.edu this year. We've had over 16,000 posts, 2,800 users, and over 3,200 sites have been created in less than 6 months. So a really, really tremendous impact across the university on who's using this, and a really, really great collaboration between ourselves and Arts and Sciences. I remember, Diane, we sat in Jimmy John's on High Street and drew this up on a napkin. And I still have that napkin. So I'm famous for drawing things on napkins. So we kicked off Media Site as well, and a great partner in Media Site going forward, lecture capture, you can see the graph here, how rapidly this has taken off, and the number of hours we're capturing and the number of presentations and views that those have had. So again, this is all in the last 6 months that this has happened. And when I see things like this, I just think about our students and the experience they have and how different that is over the course of the year. Our initiative around iTunes U has continued to grow. This is basically what we see on a daily average of 4,500 hits, 1,900 streams, 900 new subscribers, and 3,500 downloads. We have over 50 courses now, and Apple's been a tremendous partner in helping us do this, thanks to the folks there. And I know Steve Wilson's here from Apple. If anybody sees him and wants to talk about it, he's here, and it'd be really, really great. Some tremendous work here. And we were talking about this morning. The conversation around this has really changed, not about should we do this, but why we should do this, and how this is really affecting our students. And it really creates a profile for Ohio State so that students that have never had a view into Ohio State have a view into the university, which is really cool. We launched a digital bookstore. 2,900 digital books have been purchased. There's about 8, 9 titles, 10 titles in there now. There's more coming. And again, this is giving our faculty a different mode of publishing and a different way for students to get this material. We've made a big change in our digital union strategy. We had one digital union that was on the 3rd floor of the Science and the library on 18th Avenue, which was formerly the Science and Engineering Library. Centralized, hard to get to, 3rd floor of an already very, very crowded space. And we went forward and we've opened 3 new locations across campus, one in Haggerty Hall, one in Stillman, and one in a partnership with the prior library on the Med Center campus. Really dynamic, exciting spaces, 48 workstations. We have 2 additional spaces opening this summer. They'll be open for fall next year. One in the basement of Denny Hall. And this one's going to be a really special space. This is going to be a complete multimedia studio that's available to all faculty and students. So full video studio, 3 cameras, 1 button studio, 1 touch studio, audio recording studio, and a video conferencing a unit in there. So right centrally located, really great stuff for you to create digital materials. And then our 4th digital union, quote unquote, lab will be open in the basement of the Enerson Classroom building. So if you've been over there at all, we've done some massive renovations to the basement, added some additional classrooms that will come online in a year or so, as well as created this new digital union space. So really exciting, really great stuff. Look to see you guys in those spaces coming up. We've made a huge push in our classrooms. So 263 classrooms is what we're responsible for in the general purpose classroom pool. There's roughly 433 computers in those classrooms. Some of them are computer-rich classrooms. 80% of them now have technology, and I don't mean technology as a projector. I mean technology as a computer and a podium and a computer that actually works, which is key. And we've seen that in our surveys. We have 2 labs, and our labs are really the spaces in Thompson Library and the spaces in the 18th Avenue Library, and how we're managing those spaces, and they've been totally refreshed, both those spaces, in the last 6 months. We've also done a lot of work with Nolan Crabb, who's in the back, and the Office of Disability Services on accessibility around podiums and classrooms. And as you can see up here, we have a new accessible podium, so faculty that have disabilities can request a classroom now with this podium, or they will be able to request a classroom with this podium. And this is also, we're testing this out in digital unions as an accessible workspace for them as well. So really cool. You can't really see it there. Has a full Braille reader, and we work with Nolan to do some things where we can move that around on the table. The table moves up and down with just a very light touch of a button. It's motorized, so it's a really great design, and we did that all in-house. So we're really proud of that. We've had a huge push in distance education. With the creation of the Office of Distance Education and E-Learning the last year. We have 10 current distance ed programs, which I'm not going to try to name because I'll I'll get them all wrong at this point. We have 3 that are pending approval in the CAA process, and we have 21 other programs that have expressed interest to move online across the university. These are master's level, graduate, professional programs, and we're really excited about this. We have another really exciting project that we're working on with Arts and Sciences and Diane Daggerford and Dean Manderscheid and the faculty there, which was a charge from the provost. And he said, we need more of our general education courses online. And what does that mean? And that doesn't mean that the traditional course goes away. It means that a section or multiple sections of that course are online. So students that want to participate in that way have an option to do that. And we've identified 10 GE courses in the categories on the screen, and those will be available for fall. And our students will be able to enroll in an online version of that course if they choose to. So really, really exciting work there, and some really, really engaging work and coming out of Carmen to make these things happen. So if I think we have that at our ODE table if you want to see what we're doing there, really creating a really dynamic Carmen template for delivery. 2013 MOOC, I think that's very ironic because I think 2013 was the year of the MOOC, and I don't know if there was a more heavily talked about term than MOOC during the year of 2013. We ran 7 sessions. We enrolled 226,000 plus students. And of those 226,000 students, we gave away 7,500, 7,600 statements of accomplishments. That means those people completed the full course. And that's okay. People say that's bad. People say that's, oh, what do you do with the large dropout rates? We say, I don't think we really care about that because people use MOOCs in a variety of different ways. It's another pathway. It's another viewpoint into what education is like at Ohio State. And I think one of the big things, and you heard this last year from Jim Fowler, and you'll hear that from some of our faculty today that are teaching MOOCs or giving sessions on MOOCs, is about the data that we're getting from these MOOCs and how the MOOC data is really transforming the undergraduate experience here at Ohio State, and how we're able to really take some of the lessons learned of teaching in a session where 50,000 students, 1% of 50,000 students you could see on a graph really easy and focus and change your instruction to support that. So we're really excited about that's going, and we have a lot more coming. So we have our Great Grants program through our partnership with Wide Open West, who's here today as well. And we had 3 journal articles and 18 presentations, not counting the numerous folks that are here at Innovate. And again, really, really excited about where we're going with this. And then I'm sure you've all heard the announcement that I've taken a new role and now oversee these 2 offices of ODE and OCIO. And in my letter to the community, I talked about we're not rewinding the last 18 months and putting these all under one shop. These are going to be 2 very distinct offices with 2 very distinct missions. And the Office of Distance Education and E-Learning is going to focus on the teaching and learning mission and driving that forward in the university. And the OCIO is going to focus on creating the best infrastructure and best systems to help us run the university, and looking at how we could all be more efficient and more effective to move those dollars back to our student experience. So I'm sure you'll hear me say this many, many times over the course of the next couple of years, is that every dollar that we spend or every dollar that we spend on a system is a dollar that doesn't go to our students and our faculty. And I think that's the most important piece going forward, that we have to reinvest in our faculty, we have to reinvest in our students, and we have to find better ways and new ways to do that. So I'm really excited to be leading both of these and moving that forward. And we're really excited to see what we're all going to do in the next 12 months. We have so many new initiatives going forward. We have pilot projects around electronic lab notebooks and response systems and all kinds of great things that are going to change the experience. And I can't wait to partner with all of you to move these things forward. Because like I said in the beginning, it's us collaboratively working together that's going to help us move this mission forward. So they told me I couldn't do that in another 15 minutes, and I think I'm spot on. And I'm going to just take a couple minutes to introduce Cable Green. Dr. Green's a 2-time graduate of The Ohio State University, so this is a homecoming for him of sorts. And as the Director of Global Strategies for Creative Commons. He works around the world to ensure, with universities around the world, to ensure open access, and how open access is transforming education, research, and really the academy in whole. And not only the academy, he gave us a great handout last night, which I read before, because I couldn't sleep last night. We had something going on today. But really talked about how all types of people are using Creative Commons, and I'm sure he's going to talk about that today. So you can read about Cable in your book. I'm not one for long introductions, and I'm going to pass the mic to him and let him have it. So ladies and gentlemen, give us a big, warm welcome to Dr. Cable Green.